All right, we are looking at a chakra reading for the Queen of Wands, Nine of Cups, Four of Cups, Five of Swords, the Chariot. So this Queen of Wands has been on a mission. She has a sense of purpose. She has a close relationship with her sense of purpose. She might not be able to um say, oh, this is what I meant to do, but she has a relationship strong enough with herself and with the spirit of love that as she goes through the matrix, she is able to determine what resonates with her and what does not. So she's able to say yes and no. She's able to make choices. And this is the dimension of choice. And I say she, this can be for a male, but I'm just, saying she to reference the Queen of Wands. So I see that, there have been situations with people, and there's been some negative response to her, and that has caused her to kind of pull back and not be interested in engaging in a certain space or with certain kinds of people. She's kind of focusing on herself and her desires, and this might be somebody um, who is kind of like, I can do this by myself. I'd rather be by myself. I don't want to work with anybody. I don't want to work for somebody. I want to do my own thing. We have Jupiter in Pisces here, which is like a really big, expansive, the universe is mine. But it's very kind of like solitary. I get the sense that this Queen of Wands actually is dreaming big. Um, but she is kind of alone. We do get this aloneness with this Queen of Wands here. All right. So we have these two, we're going to look at the lower chakras and we're going to, let's look and see what's happening. Awaken your passion, Burgundy. So with this Burgundy, awaken your passion, and the Nine of Pentacles and the Ten of Pentacles, that's like a ton of pentacles. I actually was I was looking for one card, and the question was, what is God or Source trying to bring into your life? I think Source is bringing into your life this sense of freedom and independence, but also happiness in collaborating with others, success in collaborating with others, and great abundance. I think that you're going to have both. I think you really have learned to value your own ideas, your own desires. And this did not come about, even though you learned to be this way because of other people's bad behavior. You are not bitter and you're not resentful or like tainted. This whole process was just to teach you to value very strongly your opinions, your needs, your desires, your boundaries, to prioritize yourself, but it's not in a way that doesn't allow you to respect and love others. And for that reason, you're not being broken away from this independence. You're being allowed to maintain this independence and also benefit from collaboration and help and support and abundance. All right, let's see. We have the Knight of Pentacles and the Four of Pentacles. Interesting. So many pentacles here. Let's see. What are we saying here? What's interesting here is I think there's like a sense of caution in both of these. But one has more pride, you know. One has more. So like the Knight of Pentacles is this knight that has moved from Aries into Taurus. And so this is somebody who has fought the battle already. This is somebody who's like coming home and has all of the wealth and is now ready to build their empire very slowly, steadily. This knight has a lot of knowledge about like the way of the world. Um, and there could be some fears here. There could be some fears here. Um, with the Four of Pentacles, we do normally see this person as somebody who's like closed off, and maybe sometimes we can connect fear to this person, like they don't want to reach out, they don't want to branch out, they don't want to like but what I'm getting here is actually this message to double down on your boundaries, your emotions. You're just somebody who really has self-reflected through all of your works, and that Chariot shows that. The Chariot shows that. The Chariot shows that you can trust your relationship with love, okay? And your relationship with love will lead you into the right space. And the Four of Coins is saying those boundaries, what you have learned, what your feelings tell you is the truth. And as you go forward and these opportunities come into your life, and you get to be this wealthy individual who also builds wealth with others, don't let go of your, is it autonomy? Don't let go of your, is it pride? Don't let go of your sense of value. Don't let go of, there's this idea of the gap in the gain, and remembering backwards or working backwards to remember everything that you've achieved. I really get this sense that you're not supposed to, you don't want to be an arrogant person, but you don't want to step down and humble yourself. You are one of the shakers and the movers. You are needed in this situation. So really understand what you're bringing to this situation. We also have Awaken Your Passion, number 10. So I think that the people that are going to come in are going to really kind of, or the person that's going to come in, really going to kind of, and you might, I just did a pick a card where the King of Wands did come in. And we've got the Queen of Wands at the bottom of this deck. So, and there was a lot about passion. And so this person, these people, they really are going to awaken your passion. And that, what they bring, that however they like stimulate you, that's going to help you kind of really strengthen your roots. And they are going to help. They are, they are bringing new energy in. This is a gift from God, and you are a co-creator. It's a blessing, but it's not a blessing that you receive in the sense that, oh, thank you so much for this blessing, I couldn't have done it without you. That's the point. Yes, you could have done it. You could have done it without them. This is just an added blessing and benefit. You could have done it without them, okay? This is just so that there's more. Maybe this is so that you can bless them. Maybe this is so that you can bless more people, but you certainly could have done it without them. That's really important. And maybe that's to help keep your boundaries. Yeah, take a look at the pick a card. Maybe the way that you see yourself is really important so that you don't cross your own boundaries. You don't overstep your own boundaries. These types of people are going to understand how to treat you by the way that you treat yourself. Other people with a strong sense of self, other people who have achieved a lot, their job is not to take care of you. And they know this. They need people who know how to take care of themselves and who understand their own boundaries. So it's really important that you walk into this new opportunity, whether it's a job or a relationship, with a strong sense of self achievement, your gains, your value, and you understand that you are one of the essential. They're coming to you with a blessing, it seems like, but you are the needed one. You are the blessing. Okay. All right, let's move into this part here. We have Violet, create balance in your life. I'm getting the third eye. And Temperance, that's beautiful. Wow, this is beautiful. What a completely beautiful reading. So with this energy here, this is saying that your guides, your angels, we have the ability to channel anything, okay? We can be picking up thought currents, negative thought currents. We can be recycling conditioning. When we open up to receive, what we receive is a choice. We're not victims of anything. So with this angel, with this guide, with this virtue, patience coming into your third eye. Also, I always say that patience is alchemy, because if you just allow what you're experiencing to run its cycle and you observe it with patience and acceptance, it transforms and it grows into something better. It grows into something that can teach you. It grows into something that can benefit you and bring more into your life. So here we have like these can be higher dimensional beings that are giving you guidance, your guides, your spirit guides, loved ones that have passed over, an angel. These are higher beings that are speaking into your life and giving guidance. We have the Two of Wands and the Seven of Cups. Okay, so that's interesting. With this energy, okay, so the best I can do with this is, as you receive information, allow the information to open you up. Yes. Okay. So allow these downloads that are coming in to just open you up. What's supposed to be happening is you're supposed to be able to perceive more possibilities, or should we say, imagine more possibilities. You're supposed to be able to manifest more. And to manifest more is really only like, it's more, we're not really manifesting, we're choosing from infinite possibilities. But sometimes when we're stuck in on a track, so people say a one-track mind, right? When we're stuck in a thought, and that thought becomes our reality, we don't see the potentials in reality. So an idea or an inspiration might come in. Try not to immediately start planning and working on that. Try to take it in as a possibility. Try to accept it as, and I'm not really sure what happens next, but we're working with energies. Imagine like you're this center point between eternity, the eternity before you lived and the eternity after you die. And these energies are coming through you from eternity. And how they work out in this life is very interesting because this life is a mechanism. Just try to receive inspiration and downloads and don't make a decision necessarily, but accept it as a possibility and say, as it comes in, maybe say, interesting. Make a choice as these come in. Use, oh, we had, did we had the the 5 of cups here, didn't we? No, we didn't have the 5 of cups here. We have the 5 of swords. So I think as this information comes in, don't make a plan, but make a statement that says, I like that. I don't like that. And just keep don't get frustrated by all of these possibilities coming in and none of them grounding. Um, just as the possibilities come in, the ideas come in, be really honest about what you do like and what you don't like. I think the universe is reorganizing itself for you. Okay, so don't get stuck on, well, what am I going to do? Well, I got to make a plan. I got to do something. No, it's actually asking you, how does the universe speak to you? How would the universe speak to you? Really, by presenting potentials to you and listening for your response. I think that's what I have. I've tried to do a few chakra readings and I kind of like this one. We'll see what happens. Thanks so much. We'll see if I can do more.